Okay, yeah, hi. As usual, there's absolutely definitely something much more important and pressing that I should be doing. But, yeah, I've been hearing a lot about the halftime Super Bowl halftime show. Obviously, there was this one with Bad Bunny. And it's all in Spanish. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, that's how he rolls. That's what he does. But okay. Before I move on, let's just quickly look. This is on. I think this is the official NFL channel. Yeah, official YouTube page for the NFL, and it's got 54 million views. Now, normally, I think the numbers for the Super Bowl are usually around 100 million. So it's a huge media event, a lot of advertising revenue and stuff like that. And then I heard that TPUSA put out. I absolutely have not been checking in on Alyssa Clips and getting some Dabbleverse gossip. Don't call it Dabbleverse. Right, so Turning Point USA, okay? And
what if we create a similar...
Right, Turning Point USA. And it kind of looks to me like this is a long... okay, that's on an advert at the moment, but anyway, they did a... sorry, I just read the comment there. They did a halftime show as well, okay? It's like an alternative. And I'm not going to lie, okay? I had a look at this one. There's some stuff in there. It's not my cup of tea, right? Bunny Boy, yeah, go ahead, go do your thing, whatever. It's not my cup of tea. Do I ever? No, I don't really generally watch the halftime shows. Like, whatever. But this, okay, look, 20 million. So the official, is this just a video? Let me just have a look here. And is this from the video that they've up? No, I think this is from a live. Yeah, I think it was. Right, yeah, the live. Yeah. And then, look, I don't really have a formulated point here. Like I said, I'm just sort of, but I'd heard there was a lot of, and I don't want to get into the Dabbleverse bullshit. So PBD, Patrick Bet David. Oops. Yeah. I just found this interesting. And when you think about the viewership numbers, so it's like the Super Bowl, it's like 100 million live viewers on the television, and then they sell their advertising at like, I don't know, 10 million or something for 30 seconds. I don't know, but Patrick does go through the numbers. It's just interesting. It's just because I think, I don't know. Well, I mean, I do know, obviously, there's a point to it. It's not fully formulated. I know that there's something here, there's stuff. Obviously, there's an appetite, there's a market for people who want to go back to maybe, well, no, that sounds wrong. I don't mean it like that. I'm from Britain. I'm a big fan of the Commonwealth. I agree with diversity, equity, include, well, I mean, not with rules and laws and stuff, but I'm all for variety and different. I mean, Bollywood. I'm a big fan of Bollywood. Like I said, I'm just distracting myself because I'm really fucking pissed off at the moment. And this isn't the right frame of mind. So I'm going to stop it here, but I might pick it up another time. But fascinating. And if Turning Point USA, or let's just be honest, right? Turning Point USA, what does that mean? It's like conservative values, traditional American values, and like I said, it's not my cup of tea, okay? But I'm not American, okay? But then Bunny Boy, that wasn't my cup of tea either. Like, I've stayed away from the halftime shows for a while because it tends to be like, more political, rammed down your throat with the whole, yeah, fine, woke agenda, and but there's a market there for an alternative. Let's leave the politics out of it. Let's leave the whatever out of it. Let's just, really good business move, I think. I mean, they also, Turning Point USA, it was also like a memorial for Charlie. God bless him. And of course, I think the number of people it's going, but it tells you, surprise, surprise, Trump won the last election. He won it with the popular vote. Why did he win it with the popular vote? Because people actually, and it's not that we don't care about other people. It's not that we don't care about people in other countries that have it's that whole thing. It's like, transgender people going into a women's bathroom. Well, now I've opened another can of worms. But the bottom line is, I will respect your rights as a human being, whatever that is. And I expect the same. Respect my rights as a woman, as a human being. But a lot of this stuff, the culture war at the moment, is because there's a lot of people who've got victim cards. Oh, I do, there was the male female thing. There's the black white brown thing. There's the gay thing was the thing for the transsexual thing. This gender that. Respect me, and I'll respect you. I mean, it's just not. It's not that big a mystery. It's don't ram it down my throat. And like I said, I haven't seen the halftime show. I don't know what they did this time for. Okay, fine. So he's like, Spanish speaking. Okay, I mean, like, that's not unheard of. It's not beyond, the wit of man to understand that, if that's what you like, that's fine. I just don't think it helps. There's just a lot of this stuff here that it just doesn't help. But what I will say, and I will take all the politics and all the other stuff out of it, right, is just Turning Point USA suggesting and putting forward an alternative. And that's fascinating, especially like to challenge the mainstream media during the Super Bowl and the way that they market the advertising space and stuff around the Super Bowl and with the halftime show. And so if we can step away from the politics of it and just look at the economics of it, yeah, like that in itself, I just fascinating, because if they've got if the live stream viewer, not live stream, but live people watching it on the television are somewhere around 110 million people watching the Super Bowl, and we saw the numbers on the other, and it's like 50 million, 55 million, and that's not the only channel. There were two other channels and wherever it was, I'm sure those numbers are going to add up to be very significant. But for Turning Point USA to have this is now it's 20 million. I think the one that was streaming live, it was just over 6 million. It's just interesting because the USA, let's face it, they're very consumer orientated. Everything's a money grab. It's all about the money and the profit. And just because if you can grab, if the live audience is somewhere around 110, 100 million, say, and you can grab 7 million, not for the game itself, but for the entertainment, for the halftime show, for the... It's just interesting. It's interesting. I'm interested to see how this plays out and what comes from this. And just like from an economic standpoint, from like a business decision kind of, really, yeah, that's it. And like I said, I'm just distracting myself from stuff that I should be doing, so I better go and do that now.